I mean, food is great. I love food. I love eating. Food is so much more than just the thing on your plate. The history of food and culture in general, it can all be condensed or represented on one or two plates, you know? So it's really rewarding to me to be able to explore that and document that in addition to whatever beautiful plates of food the chef produces as well. I'm sort of, I guess, most well known for photographing around the culinary and hospitality worlds, although I've been shooting for a little over 20 years now, and I'm still always looking for new experiences and adventures, but mostly spent a lot of time working around chefs and working in restaurants, and it's been a great ride. I mean, it's a fantastic world to be a part of. I work often on location, traveling around, always looking for projects that take me somewhere new. My career's definitely been full of very happy accidents. I majored in psychology in college, and I was pursuing a PhD program in literature. A camera didn't really get into my hands until towards the end of college, and then it was just a hobby for a while. So assisting in all the various forms that I assisted was invaluable. It was my education in the aesthetics of photography, in the business of photography, and the mechanical, technical aspects of photography. So, I had to learn a lot just via getting my hands dirty. I was shooting restaurant reviews for the New York Sun. I got picked up by the dining section at the Times to shoot reviews. And I'm always grateful to that photo editor, Phaedra Brown, who picked me up back then. Food and restaurants kind of kept coming back and kept being a regular part of what I did. And at a certain point, years into it, I kind of looked around and most of my friends were people who worked in restaurants or around restaurants. And I realized, like, without really trying, it sort of become my life and my circle. Earning a place of trust within that circle of chefs and restaurant people, it builds on itself. I mean, I've been very lucky to photograph a lot of really great and fun projects, but I always say that the projects that I love the most cookbook-wise have been the ones that have taken me abroad, that have allowed me to travel and discover new places. And for sure, shooting the Senegal cookbook with Chef Pierre Thiam, where I went to Senegal. And when the book was finally put together and published, he said to me that the book really felt like Senegal to him, that it had the energy and vibrancy of Senegal. And to me, that was a huge compliment because I was this Taiwanese American kid from New York, and I never really imagined being able to go to Senegal, and I loved it. So I was very hungry to take photos of everything there. And if he said that it reflected the energy of that place, then I took that as the hugest of compliments, because I was just trying to capture that. To build something up is also very satisfying. I mean, we've all seen those photos of walls, as you're shooting a cookbook, you print out these little proof prints and tape them up on the wall. And it is satisfying every day to come in and see the work that you've done and see how it is fitting together. And when it looks great, it's a nice thing to remind yourself that you're working at a sustained pace to create something visually satisfying. I just think a cookbook is more of a marathon, and an editorial shoot is a little bit more of a sprint. And the marathons are interesting because you just get a deeper knowledge of everyone involved. I remember I had a site that was designed by someone, and it was just kind of onerous to update. And I sort of, as a result, I kind of neglected it for a while and then stumbled on Format. I can't remember how. It's great to be able to interact more with Format because I think it's a great site and has done great things for me. Started my site there 11 years ago and found Format, and I think just sort of started, and I was done in like 2 or 3 days. Like, it just was very easy. And then I was very excited to be able to have something that I could present, out to the world. The biggest obstacle is more my organization, but it was really easy to redesign the site and add new material, and I still need to do a bit more of that. But it is nice to have a portfolio site that remains a little bit static, so you sort of have the best of, but also a fuller all-in-one representation of what I think is important in my work. If I were to go back in time and tell myself as a younger fledgling photographer, it would just be to trust my instincts, trust my gut. There was a lot of trepidation about making the right choice or doing the right thing. And I think somehow along the way, it's just having the instincts and the faith to say, okay, this could be something, sounds fun, sounds interesting. This could be something new. I don't really know what it's going to be, but let's find out. If you're just a good human being, thoughtful to others and dedicated to what you're trying to accomplish, that makes you a good hospitality professional. And I think that It's the same for being a photographer, is just to try and be as good a human as you can be. As far as I'm concerned, it's all soft skills. I mean, I'm far from the most technical photographer. For me personally, I attribute a lot of my continued work and success to all of those generally humane ways of being.